Hello, Crisis X2 Light here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire Randomized. I'm going to be quite honest with you, we're getting very close to the end of the game. It won't be long now. And in the last episode, we unlocked Nina's Big Bird form, and we got the final two dragon forms that we need, Rudra and Agni. In an embarrassing defeat against the flippin' avian. Grumble. Anyway, yeah, that was my first major defeat against the Dragon Lord transformation. He scored a crit. I wasn't expecting that. And then he scored it again in round 2. So, lots of grumbling, lots of griping. Many tears were shed. Okay, not really. But, yeah, we unlocked the last two dragon forms that we need. And we also, like I said, unlocked Nina's Big Bird form. I don't think there's anywhere else left for us to go in the overworld. I mean, we can fly wherever we want. Any and all areas are now open to us. So, with that said, let's fly right in instead of dive because we're no longer underwater. So, let's fly right in. Also, it took me 2 tries to find the right randomizer file. Hang on. Just give me a moment here. Oh. Yes, my chair tilted over. Gotta make sure I know how. Okay, there we go. Yes, here we are. So like I said, I don't think there's anywhere else left for us to... Oh, wait. I forgot. I spoke too soon. We have another Mogu hole. This is actually the last hole to dig around in. Ah, we need ox for these. Nice one, game. Oh wait, dig. I didn't know he had that. Dirk, that's the weakest weapon in the entire. That's the weapon you start the game with. Good grief. Let's see. Where's that tower? Wait. I think it might be over here, actually. Yeah. Put Ryu in the front here, and... Yeah. Very well hidden, good weapon. The Trirang. I think that's Ryu's strongest multi-hit weapon. No, not really, but it's also one of the rarest weapons in the entire game, and it's best to just store this away. Don't try to sell it, because it's one and only item. But yeah. Also, if you want to gain levels, this island here, as well as the island where you dig as Mogu, have really powerful enemies on them. Especially giant gold slimes, which actually give you the maximum amount of XP and In fact, I'll show it to you. This big guy right here. Oh, that's what dig does. Okay, I'm gonna rewind using my shoulder button here. I'm gonna rewind back into the battle. If you don't mind me rewinding a little bit here. I mean, Nintendo Switch allows it too. So that's what dig does. Okay. M slime. The M stands for massive. Don't worry, you guys get to see Agni once I set up the final episode. Because what I plan on doing is I plan on letting the final boss of the game have her own episode. So see what you do. Good grief, the big gold booger almost took out Nina. He killed Mogu right before he died. Good grief, game. I just started. Anyway, so that's the amount of XP and GP that he gives, the maximum amount. You can't get no more than 999, so 9,999 here. And because of that, you're gonna get a lot of levels from this. Okay, I say that, then it just stops at Ox. Poor Mogu, one-shotted by a big gold booger. Oh, Swampers. The freaking thing was like, if I'm going down, you're going with me. In the sequel to this game, they expanded on the giant monsters thing on special islands with you being able to fight a giant bird head. Okay, we don't need to fight you guys. I want to do the gold slime that massive slime one more time before flying away. Just one more round. Come on, game. Come on. It won't do it. Whee! There it is. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time, but I gotta be watchful of Mogu, and he'll get one-shotted by a big gold booger. Cause that was just messed up. Yeah, good. Hit Karn. Oh, she learned ice. That's cool. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. Remember the volcano where our big stone friend has suicided? Rip stone golem. The town that is no longer gold. And the town that is no longer bleak. Here's a fun fact. This old man doesn't live that far away from an old woman. Let me see if I can find her place. Hang on. Trying to find it. Give me a second. If I can't find it, I'll pull up the. You know, let me pull up the map. I'm just flying around anyway, so enjoy the flight music while I pull up my map here. Okay. Here we are. This is the old woman's house. Let's talk to her. I collect all kinds of weapons. It's a hobby of mine. I'd like to share my hobby. Do you know any other weapon buffs? Sure we do. This begins the side quest. It's not a lengthy side quest. If you know what you're doing, it's not really that long of a side quest. You just gotta fly up and down. Remember this tree here, because this tree is gonna be our guide. This palm tree will be our guide to flying back to the woman's place. And, okay, fine. Someone who loves weapons like me? How intriguing. I have an idea. Will you take this red list from my collection to her? She'll appreciate it. Sir, you gotta really clean up your home a bit more. You got the list, an evil rapier, and a longbow. Listen to him being a weapon buff, and I'm stuck. Okay, I'm not stuck. Using this tree as a guide, we're gonna fly straight upwards. We hand over the list. Another weapon buff. Maybe he will recognize my weapon. Come get it and show it to the old man. What's it? I like that name. What's it? This game is so silly. So, flying back down. What did you bring? We hand over the what's it. Let me check it out. It's unique, but I don't think it's a weapon. Let me study it. I wrote about it in this letter. Please get a letter. Yay. I take the letter to the old lady. There's a reason why this side quest is necessary, by the way. You'll learn. So, what's the answer? That's not the right thing to use at the end of your sentence. It's supposed to be a question mark, not a period. We hand over the letter. It says it's not a weapon. It's a tool for the mole people. Well, if it's not a weapon, I'm not interested. Do me a favor and bring this to the old man. Yeah, we got a letter again. We just gotta... Shut up. Back already? I have good news. I found that it was a tool for the mole people called the Eye Claw. I like how mole is lowercase and people is capitalized. This game with this weird translation. Great game, don't get me wrong. It's got a really bizarre translation. I blame Ted Woolsey for that. A letter for me? The Eye Claw? Go ahead and take it. We got the Eye Claw. We receives the Eye Claw. Alright, enough goofing around. Let's get serious. It's time to get serious. With the Eye Claw in hand, now we can head over, if I can find the island. To be honest, I can lose my way. Darn it. Let's see. I'm gonna head over to Scande. We show them the pass. I guess it's okay. Go ahead. It's old technology and the parts are not in the right place. A man from Spring climbed this tower a while ago. You can't go up now because of an equipment failure. It's the switch. Not my switch, it's a perfectly fine system. There are no shops here, I believe. There is a save point here. Like, this door is the only door that has those two things on top that lets you know that this is a save point. But yeah, there's no shops here as far as I know. There's no shops around. We could talk to the dark dragons if you want. I'm not gonna bother since they don't really say anything of importance. Just that one guy that's there, so we're gonna go fly to Spring. We're gonna warp to Spring, but I don't want to waste magic. Especially since Spring is not that far from here. You just gotta fly straight upwards. Make sure you keep the land in sight because you want to make sure that as they're flying straight up and you know where you're going. You gotta find the house that the man is in. Found it. Thank you for saving my husband. He'd like to pay you back. His only skill is that he is a very good climber. I climbed the Scande Tower and brought the parts home. Here. They're broken. We got broken parts. You know what that means. Time to fly to Gant. And it should be easy to find. I mean, we're gonna go to the tower, talk. Oh, wait, talk. That's right. I said I was gonna climb back up here and I forgot. There's an item we can get here. More warping puzzles. And all because I almost forgot about the item that's here. I promise this will be the last time we come to talk. sell off some things you don't need, like this sharp bow, this tuna, this dirk. Okay. Oh god, there's always that one guy that walks around the town at all hours of the night. Like, what's he gonna do in a dark dragon shop? They're just gonna kidnap him again. Wonder where the blacksmith is. Oh, he's sleeping. Let's talk to him. Passed out. I'll wake him up. He isn't completely awake, but you can talk to him. She just punched him out of the bed. That's one way to wake somebody up. Ryu, what can I do for you today? Yawn. What have you got? Let me take a look at it. We hand over the B part. It's the broken parts of some device. I can fix them. You can rest while I work on them. The parts are completely fixed. We got the parts. I like how he lets us rest, but the time doesn't change. It's still the late afternoon. With these parts in hand, we can climb the Scande Tower. The parts fit perfectly. Now the light is green. Green light? Sure, let's go up. It's, yeah, it's one of those. I wish I could do the JFG music, but I just don't want to trigger YouTube's copyright thing, so I'm not gonna avoid that. So just pretend that the Jeff West Gemini music is playing as I climb this tower, okay? Let it play in your heads. Because that's what I'm doing, by the way. I have that song playing in my head. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't need the map anymore, too. That's a very fancy looking door with a dragon head on it. I like it. Very niche. Are you wondering why I'm here? You can get to Zog if you wish. Why am I letting you do this? You will know soon. The D Heart is a weapon in Toonland. It can destroy any dragon. I have like a bunch of those, but apparently they don't trigger the cutscene with him. I have to actually talk to the lady to get it. So back down we go with the JFG music in our heads. To be honest, I'm gonna warp to Toonland. It'll make this much faster. I'm just gonna warp to Toonland, get the thing, then warp back to Gust. Not Gust, Carmen. You're gonna have like a bunch of those D hearts in my inventory. Why'd I go to Carmen? I meant to go to Toonland. Went backwards. Wait, yeah, yay to waste magic. Grumble, Toonland. There's something down there. Alright, I'll check that out in a minute. There's some. My map is showing that there's an item at the very southern tip of Scande, and apparently it's the 5th Mogu hole that I didn't even know about. Which house is it now that has the lady that gives you the D heart? Is it her? Make sure you stop at an inn after you talk to her. I'm gonna show you why. Okay, not her. I'm gonna talk to all these ladies. It's very persnickety. One of these ladies is the one that you talk to that gives the D heart, and I'm gonna be going through every single one of these when I find that lady. You're the one that heals. You guys talk about putting music in a bottle. You're in my way. This is where Nina was located. You have no musical talent. Uh-oh. Something's telling me that we might be soft-locked. I can't find the girl that that gives us the D heart music. We might be soft-locked. I might have to use a walk the walls to bypass the dude that's blocking the path. Well, too late for that. We might actually be soft-locked. I think that's the only girl that you talk to that gives the D heart, and she's not talking about giving the D heart. Checking see if maybe her piano has that love hat thing, but I guess it will typo on the thing here. We might actually be soft locked. I mean, I know of a walk through walls code that I can find online. If there is one, there should be one for this game. Because we might have to actually bypass the dude. I mean, considering the fact that we got like a whole bunch of D hearts here that he's not counting for. I'm gonna climb the tower back up again, but then I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna try and see if I can find a walk through walls code for this game and just throw that on for just a little bit to bypass the guy, because sometimes you just need to do a little bit of cheating to get to advance the story. And if he's not gonna let us pass, even though we have like 20 of the darn D hearts in our inventory, then yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cheating in a game if you're doing it legit or if you're doing it for a good reason. And this might be one of the good reasons, because he's not gonna move from there. This man is not moving from there at all, even though we have a bunch of D hearts in our inventory. So yeah, give me a moment here. Actually, you know what? I forgot about that hole again. I'm gonna speed this up. Way down here, at the very tip of this place, is something I didn't know about. The fifth and final Mogu hole. And look at all those treasures. Don't grab any of them. Just do what I've been doing so far with switching to Karn here. We got a loyal rapier, a cane, an apple, a protein bee, a water jar again, a light rapier, a dirk again, and an acorn. Switch to someone who can actually do searches here. I think there would be like an old man here that gives Karn his final form if he hadn't gotten it before. Because that looks like a special spot, but he's not there, so. So yeah, I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna look up a walk through walls code. Give me a moment. I know a lot of people don't like it when YouTubers such as myself use cheats in games, but this is for a legit reason. I don't cheat games just because I want to cheat them. Okay, I only do it if something like this happens where a soft lock occurs, and the only way out of a soft lock is to either stop playing the game or use a cheat to bypass what could be stopping you from advancing the story. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, the code that I found is from this website called Almer's Guides. Feel free to check it out if you ever need some advanced gaming help or whatever. He offers some good guides and some decent cheat codes. The code that I'm using is called Walk the Walls, and I'm gonna use that to bypass the dude that's blocking our way forward. It's the only way to advance the story. I will turn off the code after we bypass him. We don't need to use it from there. So with that, let's fly. Remember, when using codes, use them carefully. You don't want to use them and then something goes awry. Hopefully the code is working. Oh yeah, it is. He kind of touched the wall there. Speed this up. This guy won't move. We'll just go right through him. Wait. Oh no, the code isn't working. Hang on. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment here. I know there's something I should be doing off camera, but just bear with me on this. Sorry about the delay. I did find the code, but I'm gonna have to put this episode on hold for a while because I don't want to go over the time limit. I'm trying to avoid going over the time limit. So yeah, unfortunately we're not gonna be climbing the Scande Tower today, especially since this man won't move. And I was getting a bit frustrated also trying to find the code. So I'm gonna turn the code back off. I found the code. I'm gonna turn it off though, and in the next episode we'll climb this tower officially. So yeah. There is a save point here, so I'm not gonna leave this place. Yes, I do. Here's what we've been up to thus far. And there we go. I would like to thank you all for watching. I'm sorry we didn't get to climb the tower today, but this is a good place to save our game to remind us to climb the tower later. And I'll see you guys next time when we actually do climb the Scande Tower. So until then, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. I do read the comments and I do heart them to let you know that I read them. And I'll see you guys then. So take care of yourselves. Don't get sick. Remember, your health is very important in this world, just like you are very important in this world. See you later. Much love from Mama Dragon, aka Crisis X2 Light. Take care. Bye bye.